Click on the 4 squares. Tap the first icon, Mark. You see what they saying in the chat? The icon in front of the shooting star, Mike. Mark, push that. It ain't even showing Mark as a viewer, though. Let's see. Mark Curry said, a shooting star, what icon? This is, hey, y'all, this is crazy. What the hell? It can't be this hard. But it's not showing Mark in none of these though. My viewers. What's up, Cora? This funny, ain't it? Like, what the hell? We got Mark all in the comments, but we can't get him on the damn page. There we go. All right, Mark. Come on, Mark.
How'd you do that?
Let's go. I don't know. It
How'd you
just
do that?
when you just how you just start just pressing every button you see.
Uh-huh.
That's what I did.
How'd you do that?
Let's go.
All right,
All
let me
right,
turn this one
come
down.
on, man. You got me on your phone, your iPad, your
Yeah, I'm gonna turn
laptop.
one of them off. I'm trying everything.
Hey, yeah, that's what I was doing. Hey, y'all, we did it. We here.
Yeah, we did it, man. What up? What up? What up? What up? Flo
What's
knows.
what's going on? And
Nothing.
I don't like it. What you
I
don't like
don't
today,
like it.
man? What you don't like today,
I
Mark?
do not like. I don't like nothing. I don't like Diddy verse.
Hey, why was he saying that verse? Like, why did he tear up your song like that, man?
Yeah, I don't know what he did that for, man. I walked out the studio pissed. I was like, yo, I didn't even want to record music for him no more. You know what I'm saying? But he thought he sounded good too. Everybody kept telling him around him he sounded good. I'd be like, man, y'all got to really stop lying to this brother. Tell him the truth. You suck. The song sucks. Your business sucks. Everything. What's going on though? Flo knows.
Oh yeah, Flo knows.
Yeah,
Curry, let's
Flo
cook. It's
knows.
Flo and Curry. That means it's time to cook.
Man, it's time to do it. Let's get a quick session in.
Yeah, let's get a quick session in. So y'all, we doing a Q&A. I told y'all I got the link attached to here, the Dancing with the Devil link for Curry's book with all
Yo,
the info in it. Give him a
and
little
it,
background of the book, Curry, and then we'll see what they got what questions and what questions they got.
all right, right off. who for those who want the autograph copy of the book too, you can send me a message. If you follow me too, I'll follow you back. Send me a message. You send me if you can have Apple Pay or Cash App, Venmo, whatever it is. I can get you a book, an autograph copy right there to you. On the link, that's to the audio book. And it's on there too. So the link is in your thing, in your chat. All
Mhm.
right. But in the book, I wrote the book and I started writing the book in like 1990 something, like 98, 2000. And then it took me a minute to put the book together. But it was about Puff really didn't know that when he first met me, how he really knew me. He thought I was just an artist on his label. But I was somebody that knew him from the club. Like I knew him before, back when in the Platinum House when Suge Knight friend got killed at the club. I was standing right there because I used to work the door. I just don't think that he knew it. So the whole time that when I was working with Bad Boy, I already had a cold story. I already knew his whole story. I knew Kim Porter before he even was dating her like that. I knew her when she dated Dallas Austin because Dallas went to school with me. But let
Okay.
me give you an update.
Okay.
Where's the link? I want one. DM me if you want the autograph copy.
Hey,
The link is
the
in
link is
Flow thing.
attached to the tap show button.
That's the audio book
Oh,
too.
okay,
That's in the
hold
link.
on. Here we go. Boom. You should be able to see the link. Let me know if y'all can see the link now. I had to put show the link. I was waiting for Mark to get on here.
It's all in my screen.
You see it?
I see it, but I don't know how to get it off my screen. Now it's all on my nose and stuff. I see open link, but I'm gonna let it go.
Okay.
Um,
So y'all, that's the link. Tap the link and support the book. But we about to talk about. I'm telling y'all know me. I give y'all the good info. I don't even play around with clickbait and bullshit. Get this book. It's a lot of stuff in this book that ain't nobody talking about. Like
if
for
they
real. Like he was breaking stuff down to me, and you know how much I know what's going on. I ain't know half the shit he was saying, and it was right in the book.
and you did not
Not
like it.
like it.
Yeah, but let me give y'all an update on everything. The
Okay.
first book I wrote in 2000, I released it in 2009, and then 2009, everything that I said in that book came true in 2025. It took me almost 20 years with this book before it finally made it to this Netflix
Oh,
series.
hold on, real Mark. They say page not available when they click the link.
Man, this DM me, and then I say everybody who
Yeah,
send me a message, I'll get
yeah,
them a book. Tell
yeah.
everybody to
Everybody
just send
send
me a
Mark.
message.
Everybody send Mark Curry a message that
And
want the
then and
book.
then when I get off of this live, I'm gonna go back and respond to everybody's message, and I'm gonna make sure we got it right. And I might
That's
have to walk
perfect.
you through it. All
That
right,
everybody on the live, and I'm gonna keep. You can just do your thing, Mark, but I'm gonna keep
all right,
announcing it as more people coming in
all
and
right.
out. Everybody
Okay,
just send. Don't worry about the link. Send Mark Curry a direct message, and he gonna
let's take the
respond.
link off.
Okay, yeah, we can take the link off.
Let's take the link off.
Yeah, let's take the
All
link off.
right. Yeah, just message me and we'll take it. All right. So look, so in 2025, everything came true. 2024, and when Puff got arrested, everything that I wrote about in the book, it happened again. So even having a juror that was giving him the Google eyes, that happened in his first case. Everything that happened, and I wrote about it in the book, like the Google eyes with the juror and all of this. He did that then. Then he had the one he did on this last case that he was on. But I kind of it was just something that I knew. But like in the book, I talk about things that they just didn't touch on. Like there's some things in this book, I mean, that they said that I don't know why it didn't raise suspicion to a lot of people. Like when Cassie said that her and Kim Porter didn't get along, and the feelings was mutual. Kim didn't like Cassie, Cassie didn't like Kim. And then Cassie also, one of the things she said during that trial was when she told that sex worker that she'll unalive him. And then her boyfriend would dig him up and unalive him again, something like that.
Hmm.
And I was like, damn, if she's that kind of violent person, it kind of lets me understand a little bit more about like what could have happened. Seemed like it's a love triangle. So in the book, one of the chapters I got is called Love Triangle, which it talks about Misa. dating
Mhm.
Eric Sermon before she
Okay.
got with Long Island, or they was fooling around. And Puffy was dating. He started messing around with Kim. Kim was working at Uptown. You know, she was the receptionist at Uptown. And then she had her first boyfriend was I think Charles Soup. Then she got Albie Shore. Then she was with Dallas. Dallas, well, she was with Dallas all the way through high school, ever since she was in high school. So then Albie Shore, and then after that, I remember one time Albie Shore and Dallas had a fight. It's funny, in Columbus, in front of Kim Porter's house. You know what I'm saying? And both of them knocked each other out. You know what I'm saying? And we pull up. It's Christopher Williams in the car. Christopher Williams and Albie Shore had they was at Kim Porter's house, and they had Dallas trapped in the house. So he called us. We had to go down because Dallas went to high school with me.
Okay. Dallas
So
Austin,
yeah,
y'all. You talking
yeah,
about?
Dallas, Austin. So we talk about love triangle, which is Sarah, the girl from Minnesota. I talk about when she came from Minnesota, so you can understand we was from when we was it was a Minnesota thing. Sarah came from Minnesota.
That's
She
Sarah
started.
Chapman. What's Sarah?
That's Puffy's baby mother.
Sarah Chapman and her
Yeah,
last.
Chapman.
Okay.
That's Tupac's. That was Tupac's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Then Puffy took Sarah from Tupac. Well, I wouldn't say took it, but it just seemed like he always fell in love with somebody else's girl. He wasn't never creative enough to have his own kind of woman.
And I know guys like that. Some guys they just get off on fooling with other men's women. It's almost like they jealous of the man or they want to
Mhm.
be like the man.
And I don't like it. Um, the first chapter on there is the birth. That's a chapter where I talk about, like, I don't know if y'all ever heard of a dude named Darryl Ferguson, who was ASAP Ferg's father,
Okay.
Darryl Ferguson,
Okay.
right?
Hmm.
Darryl Ferguson was the one that made the Bad Boy logo,
Okay.
and he designed that. Darryl Ferguson, he died.
Okay.
We talk about a lady named Francesca Spiro who handled all of the business matters on the production side. She died. So we talk about the birth, and we talk about the beginning of that bad boy baby that everybody thought was them. Like we always thought that logo was us. A lot of us did. So I got a chapter there called the birth, which is starts the whole bad boy thing.
Okay.
Um, I got drop me. I got a chapter called drop me, which is about. You remember when they said it's like and all of these I got the audio book with the visuals on my Instagram page too. A couple of them I'm doing a chapter at a time. I got 3 chapters on the Instagram right now, not the whole chapter, but I put like a little movie thing and sound score to it. So y'all check that out. I'll make sure I post it on here too. I'm gonna send that to y'all once y'all whoever DMs me for a book. I'm gonna send y'all those things too. But it was drop me, which was like about like going to this court case and not getting what this turned into sex scandals. It wasn't what we was looking for. We was kind of looking for what happened with the bodies at. We want to hear some real good stuff. Like
Right.
I didn't really care nothing about him and his sexual escapades and his sexual preferences and all of that. That wasn't really nothing, but they turned the whole court case into that. So I flipped that to let you know the more interesting things that we was really interested in that we really didn't hear anything about, which to me shows that some things were swept up under a rug. Because it's a lot of things in here that, like, if Puffy would have really got tried for it and they took him to court for everything, they would have pulled the president in. And that would have been making a mockery of the United States president or the system. So I believe they were like, before we let you make a mockery of us, especially in front of other countries, we just not going to bring this stuff up. So a lot of the stuff that we really wanted to hear, they did not bring it up. That's in Drop Me.
Okay.
Um, then we got the woman between them. And this talks about every woman that Puff ever had in between him and somebody else, how
Okay.
they met.
Him and Suge had some of the same women, right?
Him and Suge, if you remember, when Puff in the beginning of the book after Suge's friend Jake got killed, you would think Suge would have flew back to Los Angeles. Now Suge flew to New York. Suge flew to New York and picked up Misa and Justin, and they had a picture of them. And he was on the red carpet and all of that, sitting down. Justin right there.
Pretty picture.
Yeah. So that right there, he flew on over there with that. Puff went to New York. Um, this a lot of those kind of things. That one is in. I got another chapter called "Marked for Death," which is like you're marked for death. Everybody who was marked for death.
Connie said where the book. Connie send Mark Curry a direct message through Facebook, and he gonna respond to everybody who sent him a direct message and get y'all the book personally.
Yep. And I'm
Um,
gonna send you some audio. I'm gonna send you another audio too. For who you get the physical book, I'm gonna give you an audio. And then so we got another joint on there called Living Legends. They talk about Craig Mack and Black Rob. For a lot of y'all who don't know, when Black Rob died, he was holding my hand. He died, and that was like a something that really touched me. But I wrote the story about that, trying to get him to the hospital, how he died in the hospital, how the doctors told me that they couldn't bring him back, all of that kind of stuff. Just sharing the stage with him, Craig Mack, dying of AIDS, breaking down the time when they said Craig Mack had AIDS for at least 10, 11 years. So when we break down where was he 10, 11 years ago, that's when he was back around Bad Boy, and he was frustrated when he was talking about he wanted to do something to Puff. And Puff never, when you threaten Puff like that, Puff plays a little serious, but he's not going to do anything himself. He has his security. He has a lot of security. So if you threaten Puff like that, Puff is not going to do much, but Puff knows how to do something to you. And that's how he's always been. Very sneaky individual. But we
so
got
how, how did you manage to not get fucked up by Puff or just like jumped or just a lot of the little shit he used to do? How was you? I know people want to know how was you able to come out of this whole
right.
situation?
Because it was really like back in the times, back in the in those days, I was a part of a circle of friends that they was from California. And as I get older, I don't like to say I was a part of a gang or nothing like that because I'm old, and I don't like to put that energy out there. But I was kind of like a part of a circle or something like that,
Okay.
and so he couldn't play me because if you do that, then it's like we soldiers out here. Like we're not gonna stand for that. You
Wow.
can do that to those over there. You're not gonna do that here. So he never really tried me. He used to ask me all the time that I still want to fight, and I would honestly tell him yes. He'd be like, Mark Curry, you still want to fight? I'd be like, I do. Because, that's just the way my energy was towards him. So that's every time I see him. If he joke on me, I joke on him. He can't laugh at me in front of his employees and they just be laughing like, oh, Mark, he did this. I'd be like, but he's standing in front of the window with some see-through shorts and some da-dum-da-dum to him. He got on pump panties, briefs, nut huggers. I'm like, and I'll sit there and say that about him in his office. Then they laugh. He get mad. He'd get mad. So I used to do stuff to him like that all the time. I used to ask Puff to borrow $10 just to fuck with him. Just so I could be like, I want you to know that sometimes $10 is something that you need. Like just because you don't need $10 don't mean you ain't never gonna need $10. And at the rate things is going right now, I'm sure he's learning what money means. He's learning what it takes to lose money. He's learning what he has to do to conserve. That's why he cut back on the allowances
Mm-hmm.
recently. You
Mm-hmm.
know. Now let me tell y'all this: the court cases and things that he's going through. By the time he gets done, he's not gonna have he don't even have the money to go against Netflix. Netflix has so much money, they wish he would try to come after them with lawyers because they're gonna drain the rest of his money out. And then now, when they come up in there and say, now, Mr. Puffy, we got a case going on here with Keefe D. He said you did this. Now we're gonna give you one chance to get out of here. It's called You Better Tell Us Everything You Know. He gonna be in there singing like 112. Now he gonna be doing R&B because he ain't gonna have no room to lie. So I think the whole time where they got him sitting down was just something that they did to make sure he's sitting and to make sure that they getting at some of that money. Because all of this stuff is about money. You know what I'm saying? And Money they want from him and money he never shared with nobody else. Your story, should I say, your testimony, you lived and learned. Yeah, I lived it. I got another chapter. It's called Blackballed. This is the new book, Blackballed. It just talk about being blackballed after I did Wendy Williams, coming home to Atlanta. None of the radio stations from V103, none of them wanted me to come into. It was like I was just I was just people stopped talking to me and everything because he had so much money he was spending on Ciroc that they was like, we don't even want to come nowhere near you because he spends X amount of dollars with us a year. So they didn't want to get close to none of the stuff I was doing. So it talk about blackball.
They talk about when you got blackballed. So
Yeah.
what, none of the radio stations in Atlanta will mess with you, or none of the radio stations, period.
Nah, radio stations would mess with me, but Atlanta wouldn't. Like, and because he had such an influence here, and plus a lot of people, like I went and did Wendy Williams in New York, I did Ed Lover and Free in New York, and they were like, man, even in New York, people didn't like Puff. They was like, don't even worry about if you come in here, if he got enough power to do this or do that, because don't nobody in New York really like him. So it's a lot of people in the industry that just didn't like Puff. You know what I'm saying? So that was Blackball. And then I got another joint called Super Freak. So Super Freak is really about the sex parties and all of that, but it was in the studios. And the Super Freak thing was, all of the freak offs was in the studios, and it'd be with like, all right, let me give y'all one. Tupac was being managed, let's say Haitian Jack, I believe. Haitian Jack also was trying to manage Madonna. But Madonna used to be in the studio. She was like a super freak. Like Madonna go to the studio. Everybody going to the studio. You could go. Everybody could go in there and be with Madonna. And Tupac he was going to expose what he was already doing. He was exposing Madonna and Jack's relationship.
Okay.
And Madonna fired Jack. Madonna fired Jack because she was like, I can't be known or I can't be seen running around town with somebody who that kind of a gangster.
Okay.
And that made him real upset with Tupac. So we got a super freak. It just talks about the freak. This the freaky things, the stripper poles in the club. I mean, in the studios with the girls was coming to the. It's like it was females that would come to the studio, man. That they looked like really normal girls, but they really had a drug choice that was really heavy. Like some of them, if you had marijuana, it wasn't enough. They want cocaine, they want ecstasy, they want all of the hard big boy drugs, and
Mm.
those was just how it was. So it wasn't like they came in there and you had to force it on them. They came in there looking for, and even when you go to the club, you go to the regular club today and it's a lot of normal people in there, but can you imagine how many women are in there just to meet a guy for the night and go trick off?
Yeah.
It's they in the club, they dress like regular people. It's not like, so the freaks wasn't really, the freaks was almost everybody. Anybody could be one of them. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what your limits were. So we talk about super freak. I got a joint in there called The House That Tommy Built, which is talking about him buying Tommy Mottola's house. Tommy Mottola built this house for 4 million. I think he bought it for like 20 something million. But at the time, he was doing the record on. He was executive producing J Lo, and J Lo was signed to Tommy. And I believe he had owed Tommy some money for what happened. All of that club New York stuff happened, and they had already invested so much money in her, he had to pay her back. So the only way, a lot of times people pay money back through like record, get sign an artist, I sign them to the label, I'll get you the budget, but I'm never gonna put your artist out. I'm just gonna use the Aristers money to give you that, and we ain't never putting that artist out. A lot of artists was like that. So there's a lot of artists that was on Bad Boy that nobody ever even got a chance to know about.
Damn. Hey y'all, the link I just tested it. I pinned the link in the pinned comment. You click that link, you can purchase the book. Or you can also DM Mark Curry. But I just tested that link, y'all, so it worked. Go ahead.
DM me if you want the autograph copy. That's the audio book there too, and I got another audio book version that I'm gonna be updating soon.
Can
I
somebody
got
try the link? Somebody in the chat try the pin link, and make sure it's working. But I just tested it; it's working. So somebody, click the link, the pin link. That's the link to the book. Click it,
Mhm.
and then let me know if it worked.
And DM me. Let's go. I'm looking for y'all. I need y'all. I got another joint called Puff Power and
Yeah,
the
these
Liquor.
chapters. She said, "Is these chapters in the book? These we're always
These are the
talking
new
about what's in
books.
the
This is
book."
the new book. I'm giving you the update.
Yeah, he
Right.
gives you the update. So click the link in the book, and you'll get the backstories to everything. Only thing we talking about right now in this live is what's in this book and this link, or something to do with it. Go ahead.
Yes. All right. We got Puff Power and the Liquor. That talks about when he went up against that liquor company and which really started it. He said that he wanted to charge take them to court and say that they discriminated against him. And I was like, wow. Francesca Spiro, before she died, she sued Puff because Puff fired her and said that she was too old and he wanted to hire somebody younger. So she sued Puff for discrimination. And then shortly after Francesca died, right? Shortly after she died,
Where did Francesca died from?
it was an illness. I think it had something to do. It was like a weird illness. I think it was a hip surgery or something. It was in the book. You got to get the book. And it's a lot of things that I hate to say about, like her. Like some people, a lot of it may have been like drug addiction because she was kind of addicted to the medicine that they was giving her from the surgery.
Okay.
But how she died is just mysterious. Everybody who held a high position at in Bad Boy, except for probably Kurt Burrows. Kurt Burrows was killed in a not physical way. He was killed. Puffy really assassinated Kurt's character, and he left from there like to live what Kurt was living like. If you can imagine, that's a rough life to be homeless and you own 25% and started Bad Boy and you homeless.
Yeah, the biggest, especially at that time, the biggest label out. Like you talking about this when they was hot, right?
Yeah, when soon as it was, because um when Puffy got fired from Uptown, when he got fired from Uptown, Kurt was at Uptown too, and Andre told Kurt that he had a choice: either he can go work with Puff or he could stay at Uptown. And because he told Puff that he fired him because he said it can only be one king under a castle. It can't be two kings under a castle. So he
Hmm.
fired Puff, told him he can go do better, whatever. Puff went and him and Kurt Burrows went and started Bad Boy, and they started with Biggie. They also gave him Biggie because they didn't even believe in Biggie. Uptown, they was like they didn't believe, so they gave him Biggie. He went with Biggie, and then that's when they started the Bad Boy. That label. Kurt went and got the LLC for the name. Daryl drew up the baby. Everybody who helped Puff got screwed.
Damn.
Only person that came out in a winning position was Puff. Everybody else got shitted on.
So the
That's
person, did the person get paid good that drew the Bad Boys logo, or
he died too.
damn?
Told you. Just imagine if he was still living. Every time that Bad Boy logo was sold on a shirt, he would be making money.
Yeah,
That's an issue.
yeah. That's that.
That's an
That
issue
yeah, and that's perpetuity. That's forever too. He be making money.
forever. Yeah, but now look at what happened. He can't even embellish in his dream. That's why the birth, that chapter that I did, that's what that one was about. And
What's
then I got
what was his name? The dude that drew the emblem,
Darryl Ferguson,
Daryl Ferguson. Damn.
ASAP Ferg's father, like ASAP Rocky and ASAP Ferg.
Uh huh.
Um, uh, what's that song Ferg got? Put in work, put him in the dirt.
Hmm.
That's Darryl Ferguson's son.
Damn.
hmm
Okay.
Yep. And even the logo, the Bad Boy logo, It was said that that was Daryl Ferguson. I mean, ASAP Ferg when his father when he was the bad boy logo, but it was somebody else that said it was them. But I know Daryl drew the logo, and he had just had a baby. I don't know if he gonna use another baby to draw besides his own baby that was right there in his house.
Mm.
So we got this one joint called Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll, where it talks about, like in rock and roll, they have people on stage biting off bat necks, they defecating on themselves, rubbing it on themselves, and then jumping in the crowd and people hugging them. And it was real weird because it was sex, drugs, and rock and roll. But then when it became sex, drugs, and hip hop, it was a problem. So now everything that they seen us doing, and they said that we were wrong for doing everything that they've been doing for so long. So I break that down because that's something that I think everybody needs to understand. Just like how they say we're wrong, like there's not supposed to be drugs and see, and then we break down what industry really means. Industry is really the streets. It's an industry game. It's people who sell drugs that want to have an artist and one day be a Puff Daddy. It's about Puff Daddy meeting that one drug dealer that wants to be a record owner, a label, and then now pulling together and then getting money from getting signing his group, getting him. Then the group never comes out or something. But it just makes him a bigger person, signing people who already had that kind of life. Um, I got We Gonna Be All Right. It's a chapter about all of the artists. This like we gonna be all right, basically. Just being tough, going through what you got to go through. Those that went through it. Um, what I saw. I just did the other chapter yesterday called From the Dirt. Y'all just got to really get into this book. I can't sit here and
Right.
explain it all to you, but you could DM me, and that's just one book. The other book the first book is 24 chapters, and the second book is 18 chapters, altogether 444 pages.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's ready. And again, y'all DM me for the autograph copy. You could DM me for any kind of book you want. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna answer all of these DMs when I get off of this. And I appreciate everybody who's participating and supporting it. I appreciate it, really do. But let's talk.
Yeah, yeah. So I appreciate. So Mark. So as far as for Bad Boy, where was you at? Where did you come in at? Like as far as coming into the inner workings of Bad Boy, was it when Kirk Burroughs was doing all that, or did you come in after that? Like when did you come into the Bad Boy situation? Like what was there when you came?
Kirk was there, but Kirk was I was in Los Angeles. So all of the artists from New York, I was in Los Angeles because where I was signed from, the people who he did the production deal with was from Los Angeles. So I was based there.
Okay,
So like I'll tell you another one. When Biggie came to Los Angeles, when he got murdered, I saw him at the mall. Him and D Rock, we saw him at the mall at the Beverly Center, and they was just walking. We was like, you cannot be just walking around the mall like this, bro. Like, cause we knew him. You can't just be in the Beverly Center like this. People would think the Beverly Center is sweet, but the Beverly Center is actually built on a gang turf. So the Beverly Center actually belongs to. It's like Fox Hill Malls. The '60s used to go there. So not that I was involved in all that stuff, but when I had to go to the mall, I had to go to the mall that the neighborhood that I was around. I had to go to the gas station that they said is cool to use because it looked like a nice place. But you go in a gas station, you think, let me just go in here and get some gas, and it happens just in a beautiful neighborhood, violent, beautiful neighborhoods. So I lived there, and so when Puff and them came, like when Biggie got murdered. I was supposed to go out with them, but I had went back to the studio, and my attitude was like, I don't want to go and hang out with them because they all have things going on for themselves. They all have their careers is already launched and they're moving. I don't have that right now. So I said, let me go back to the studio because we used to have to put all our music on disc. We didn't have emails back then. We couldn't email. We had AOL dial up. Um, so in order to get music from Los Angeles to New York, we had to put it, burn it, and then put it in FedEx and send it. So when they came, I said instead of doing all of that, I'm gonna go dump my files off the studio in the studio, give it to Puff while he's here, so he could take it back to New York with him.
Okay.
So that day I went and did that, and then later on, my partner called. He was like, "Yo, they just killed Big," and I was like, "What?" He said, "Yeah, they just killed Big." And then the next day, the police had came to his house and took all of the pictures that we had took some pictures the day before. I still got some of the pictures, like with Carl Thomas. It was just a lot of us. We was in Bar One on Sunset, and
Okay.
Biggie, everybody was there. Puff, Mario, I think Mario, Carl Thomas, everybody was there. And that night, and I remember when I saw Big earlier that day. But yeah, I talk about that in the book.
Okay.
Talk
So
about
somebody said, "Do you know Derek Lee Cordell Smith or whoever that is?"
Derek Lee Cordell Smith. Sound like four people. Who's
Yeah.
that?
People is that's his whole name, Derek Lee. Derek Lee, or is that two names?
That sounds like Harold White, Flo Daddy, Flo. I'm like, that's like 18 names. Nah, Daryl Lee Cordell. It's that name sounds familiar, but it's not registering to me. It
Okay.
sounds familiar, but it's not registering. Derek Lee Cordell. What did he do? Answer that.
Yeah. What did Derek Lee Cordell do? What And if it's in the book, you don't got to go into what's in the book because they're gonna buy the book. Y'all, you can click this link, or you could DM Mark Curry directly, or you can click the link, the pin link in live, purchase the book. That's what we talking about
Mhm.
in the book. But
Yeah.
outside of the book, what type of relationship stuff did you see between like Kim and Puff that you was around? You know what I mean? Like what type of how was their relationship from what you saw?
Kim will whoop Puff ass. Like she was the only one. Like if he put his hands on her, he's coming out scratched up.
Oh,
You
she
know, you know how it happens when you be like, damn, bro, you done had a fight with a cat. You in the studio, like, damn, somebody really scratched you up really bad. That's what you would be wanting. You'd be saying that to him. You'd be like, where Kim? You ain't gonna see Kim for about a month. He done put her in the hotel, let her go heal. That's what he always do. After he have a fight, he go put the girl in the hotel, let her stay there for a couple months, weeks, whatever, until she heal.
and that's
Send
funny.
her place of food like she in jail, huh?
We did hear that about Cassie during the court stuff about times where he put hands on her and then he'll have her in the hotel room
Put her in the hotel.
for a while she healed up.
Yeah, but you could read when you get the book, you're gonna see how it was going down with Kim and them, and how. And I never saw him be violent towards Sarah though. I don't think he. And I wrote that in the book too because I don't think that Sarah came from the streets too. Like she was part of us, and I don't think that if he did that, I don't. It wouldn't. It would have been a no fly.
Got you.
Putting your hands on her. You know what I'm saying? She was from Minnesota, and her people had. She already came from a well-off family before she met Puff. You know, um,
A lot of other things people be asking about. Was you around during the Shakir era, like when Shakir was in that little love triangle? With it was supposed to be like Shakir, Kim Porter, and Diddy Puff.
definitely. But you know, once we're gonna tell them again, DM for the book.
Yep.
Get that link. DM me. I'm gonna get you the book. Yes, Kim. If you see in the book, it's a picture with me and Shakir standing. And Shakir was a good friend of mine in Atlanta, right? And he used to be with this group. He used to be with 2620, and they started off with a record label. It was called I forget what it was called, but they had Jazzy Faye, whole bunch of producers, and yeah, Shakir. And so I was there in the studio when Puffy had Kim Porter's phone tapped so he could
Okay.
know everybody that was calling her, what they was talking about. So Shakira had left a message on her phone. He was asking how is my kids, and he was talking about Puffy's kids. And Puffy
Okay.
got mad. Puffy got mad at that. But Shakir was one of them kind of dudes, like he's one of them slick dudes, or I think he slept with all the girls. That's just what kind of dude he was. But Puff didn't like that. Only Puff wants to be the only one that sleep with somebody else's girl. He don't want nobody else to sleep with his girl.
Uh, so he
Yeah.
ain't like that. Yeah,
Nah,
because Shakir was always a good dude. I knew Shakir just passing
yeah,
when I was with Floyd, and Shakir used to come around a lot. He was a cool dude. He was smooth.
yeah. Shakir was a real cool dude. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that was going on in that situation. Like like for an example, back then it was a myth that people were recording people in their homes. Like people would come into their house. Like you go to some big record exec's house, and they would be recording. Everything would be recorded. And by the time they do what they would be doing in that house, and they have you on film, that's when they like, listen, if do you want me to send this camera, this footage right here to your wife?
Hmm.
And then you'd be like, nah, it's enough. It's enough pressure to make you kill yourself. That's what kind of stuff they would catch on people. But this was going on before they had all of those tapes and stuff that they wanted to get from his house. In this last case,
Oh.
they wanted all of the tapes, so everything that was recorded. But you gotta imagine if you went to Puffy's party and you got high on drugs and passed out, and you was on film, and you was the CEO of Tesla or whatever it may be, and we got you on film on drugs, having sex with all kind of things is going on. Now, here's what we could do. Either I can put this tape out, or you could give me 1,000 free Lexuses, or you could let me be a part of your, let me do all your commercials or something. Let me partake in something heavy. Like, let me tell you who's going to perform at the NBA halftime.
Mm.
Right? See, and that's
Yeah.
why they would be, that's when, but you remember when it was a film he had out there, and he was stupid for doing this. When he had the dude was passed out on his couch, and he was like, "This is what happens when you come to a Diddy party." The dude was totally passed out, head down on the chair like this, and he's sitting there. This is what happens. See, so now that you know, when they come to Diddy party, they come and get on them drugs, pass out. They will request to have their own drugs. Like people would fly in their own drugs, their own parties and things like that. That's
Hmm.
how they would do, because to come somewhere and trust somebody else's drugs is something that a lot of those people wouldn't want to do. So they have to have their own party favors.
Uh-huh.
So and then he had this one thing that they was working on, that once you come to his party, it's like an IV. It'll bring you back. It's like an IV, liquid IV. So he was into that. So I believe that may have had something to do with why all of that oil was there, because he was actually like, people wouldn't come to his party if he didn't have that liquid IV, that there, because they knew if we passed, almost like Nuricane. What's it? Nuricane? Nuricane?
Novocaine.
The stuff that when you OD, you put it in, you squirt it in, and spray it in their nose, they'll come back.
Oh, what is? I don't know what's that called. I know what you're talking about though.
I think it's called Noricane, Novocaine, something,
Okay.
something.
Okay.
But it was something equivalent to that. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And so that's what a lot of stuff, man. It's a lot of stuff that they just totally just didn't tell y'all or mention inside that case, man. The book is more interesting than this court case, if you ask me, because I didn't leave out much of anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's I was trying to see. Oh yeah, somebody said
Yeah,
Bart.
Michael Jackson. See, Noricane, there it is. See, Michael
Okay.
Jackson, y'all got to remember this one too. And I'm gonna tell y'all another one. Whenever
Narcan.
you're an
Narcan.
artist. Yeah. When you're an artist, do you know if Courtney? What was that question? Courtney Burgers really has tapes? I don't know. If she do, somebody in trouble. But what I was going to tell you, Flo, I was going to go into something.
The Michael Jackson or something. You said
Okay,
something.
let's go into this.
Hmm.
First, when you sign as an artist to a label, not all the time, but most cases, they take a life insurance policy out on you as soon as you sign.
Okay.
Right. So when you die, they're gonna take care of your funeral, things like that, because they got a life insurance policy on you. Plus, if you take out a deal, and let's say you owe them $350,000 still on your deal, when you die, they're gonna get their money back. They're gonna get their 350,000 back, because they're gonna get it out that life insurance, right?
Hmm.
So it's just a way for them to secure their investment.
Right.
So when you
Right.
got somebody like Michael Jackson, who owned, he probably owed what, $500 million,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, when are we going to get our $500 million, Mike? So they tried to put Michael on tour, and he couldn't go on tour. Remember, he couldn't get through it because he was sick.
He was sick. Yeah, he couldn't. He barely could get through practice.
So they did not finish the tour, but they put him on tour to try to get that money back.
Mm-hmm.
Then after he got sick, then he died, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they got their money back?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see, that's just how they, Whitney Houston, you think they got their money back from her?
Yep.
Every artist, but people don't follow the pattern. They don't see the signs. Like, if it's a good question, if you really want to ask a good question, ask all of these business execs, ask whoever, ask Janice Combs, ask L.A. Reid, ask Clive Davis, ask them, is it true that they take out life insurance policies on their artists? It's a question
Mm-hmm.
nobody asks that. Nobody asks, you know. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff, man. You know, the book is there. It's everything. I really like it. I'm not, not just because it's mine, but gotta have a
Definitely, y'all.
copy of that.
Y'all got to get a copy of that book. Mark, you still got your Christmas tree up, man?
Don't say that loud, man. My girl get mad because she's like, don't go live with the Christmas tree still in the back. But you want to know what? Look at it. See all of them ornaments?
Mm-hmm.
She
Yeah,
got to
that's a
take it
lot.
apart. And
Yeah,
she got
that's
to
a
put
lot of
that
work.
stuff up until next year. Do you know she got to wrap each one of those things? That's why it's still sitting there.
Damn.
That's why it's still sitting there, because she got to wrap them. Look, they're going to go in this, and they
Okay,
got
well
to
y'all
get
got.
stored.
Oh yeah, y'all got the official storage kit.
Yeah,
Y'all
so
official.
I can't wait till she take that thing apart. I'm just going to have me a drink. It's going to be peaceful. She's been avoiding it.
I see. Yeah, it'd be
She's
like
been
that.
procrastinating. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, yeah. And then look, Flo,
Hmm?
she even got stuff she didn't even use laying all around the house.
Oh
My,
yeah. Hey, look,
my daughter's
your woman
crazy.
official
Huh?
on the decoration side.
And she gonna sit there and say she went and shopped for more stuff and says she gonna save it to next year. I was like, are we spending money now for next year? Oh my gosh. Are we rich and you're not telling me? You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh my God.
Hey, look, I already knew she was official when y'all had 3 trees.
Man,
Like,
three, and she had one of them over there,
I'm about to
two of
say,
them
I
over
know it's
there.
some that we don't see. Y'all got.
Man, she had them. And then she decorated the yard. The yard had Santa Claus, all lights and stuff on the outside. We had stuff on the side saying Merry Christmas, bye bye, all of this stuff. I was like, man, look.
Hey, look, you got to buy about 5 gifts just to put a gift under each one of them. That's just starting it off.
Man, that's incredible.
Yeah,
Hmm.
man, y'all got to get that. And me and look, say flow with the mo. Hey, look, we working on a podcast too, y'all. We
Oh
we we
yeah,
tr- we tr-
you told him about it?
I ain't really. This is the first time we going into it right now. I
Oh
ain't said
man,
nothing.
this you're gonna like this. That we got to
You,
change that one. You're gonna like this.
you gonna
But
like
yeah, it's
it.
gonna be pretty interesting. We get something like that going.
Yeah, what
You
y'all think
know.
about that? What y'all think about Flo and Curry coming with a podcast? You know,
And
I
what
got
would
the
be a
Flow
good
Show.
name? See if somebody if
Yeah,
somebody
give us
was
a
to
good
name it, what
name.
would they say? We need a good name.
Give us a good name for Mark Curry and Flo doing a podcast together, and we're gonna cover all the trending topics. We're gonna cover what we got going on. We're gonna cover everything. We ain't gonna box ourselves in. We covering everything.
That's right. Well, heck yes, we love the
The truth.
truth. The truth will set you free.
Yeah. Something
That's what
about
they're gonna
truth.
do to Puff. That's what they're gonna do to
Mark,
Puff.
something
Huh?
about truth. I think our title should have something about truth in it.
It,
Like,
it could, but we got to get deeper than that. Because when we start seeing, they say the truth shall set you free, right?
uh-huh. Hey, somebody
It's
said, okay, so I do want an autograph copy.
two kings.
Yolanda.
That one's good.
Yolanda said, so what do she do? She said she want an
Just
autograph.
DM me as soon as I get off. I'm a messenger, and
But
then we'll fix
everybody,
it.
I'm talking to Yolanda, but everybody on this live, I'm gonna repeat. DM Mark Curry directly for an autograph copy of the book. He got audio books that he updating.
Hold on,
So
watch
once you
this.
okay.
Keep going, keep going.
Okay, so y'all could definitely uh get all type of exclusive book info by DM and Curry. I would, if everybody in this chat, if y'all want to know the real stories, I would DM Mark Curry soon as we get off of this live, and he gonna respond to everybody.
See, this is what we doing right here.
Let's go. Look, hey, we got books for everybody.
We got books for everybody. We got them.
Look at
This
Puff
is what
Mean
we got
ass.
going on. I'm about to be covered. You ain't even gonna see me in a minute. Why? I'm about to
Hey,
bury myself. I'm gonna bury myself. No, I
come
ain't gonna
on,
do
come
that.
on.
I ain't gonna do it. But yeah, we got the books.
Somebody
All of
said
the
two
books is here.
kings.
It's 447 pages of it. You know what I'm saying? So
Tracy says she need one. Tracy, you got to DM Mark Curry. Hey, look, Mark Curry, Tracy Anderson White. When you see Tracy Anderson White, you will know because she got the same last name as me. She is one of the biggest supporters of the show. Treat her good. When you see
yeah, I'm
Tracy,
gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to treat her like you treat her because we gonna have that show. So
yep,
everybody got to get everybody. Your family, my family,
exactly.
yours.
Well, family, we already got a foundation. So
What
yeah,
about
Tracy,
Mike Casa? Mike Casa.
my
Welcome to
casa,
Mike
su
Casa.
casa.
Yeah, we might have to use that one on the show. Like Mike Casa. Come to Mike Casa. Mike
Come to
Casa
my
is my
casa,
casa.
my
You know
casa,
what I'm
su
saying?
casa.
And then when you get in there, only thing you have to do is say, I don't like it.
Like it. I don't like it.
And
Truth.
I'm a hashtag mine on the internet. I'm saying, and me neither.
Hey. Oh yeah, me neither. Hell yeah, I
Me
like that.
neither.
Me
That's gonna be
neither.
my name. Me neither.
Me neither. So I'm
That's
saying I
why
don't like it. You say,
me neither.
hell yeah. And she said, can you send it to England?
Yes, I can. I'm
So
coming to
Donna.
I'm going to Germany in March. How far is England from Germany? It's not that far, right?
Mm-hmm. Hey y'all, he said I was coming. Now he just said he going.
Oh,
So I don't
yo,
know.
you going too?
I
Yeah,
know I'm just
that's what
fucking
I was
with
ready to
you.
say. I almost forgot.
And I don't like it.
Like
I done got
me neither. Yeah.
Mark Curry done curved me. No, I'm just
Nah, but
playing.
that's why I want everybody also on this that's reading this right now. We're not asking for no handouts or nothing
Nope.
like that. No handouts, but we are going to Germany and we got to get a couple of more flights. So anything people do to help us get, make sure we secure flights and hotels and stuff. We got them though, but it would be nice for us to have a little bit of a push because, like, you know, I want you there,
Yeah,
and I
so
want and
everybody grab these books. Proceeds, a portion of these proceeds going towards getting me to Germany with Mark Curry on this tour.
exactly, and that's what it is. I might have
That's
to use that one, and
and
that's
that's
what
what
it
it
is.
is. Yeah.
100% business.
That's what's up. Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all gonna love our show. Man,
And
the
I'm gonna get
tour.
my
You might as
toothpicks.
well tell them a little bit about the tour since we tell them to send them dollars in.
All right, bet. So we're gonna go. We're gonna start off going to Germany in March. We're gonna go to Berlin. We're gonna go to Berlin for 4 days. Then we're gonna dip on over. They got us over in the United Kingdom. We're gonna go to the United Kingdom. We got some things to do out there. Some big things out there with some artists and some bookstores and stuff like that. And then we got Denmark. Denmark. We're gonna get out to Denmark too. I'm trying to put Denmark together right now, but everything is UK is an hour and 30 minutes away on the flight, and Denmark is 4 hours away driving from Berlin. So
Okay.
we just gonna go out there and make sure we get the best of it. They're gonna treat us real good out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So
we looking
whoever,
forward to that. I'm excited, man.
yeah, that's where we're gonna start off our first little thing. We're gonna start it off right there with traveling. Then we're gonna
Yeah.
come back and go crazy. You
Definitely,
know,
definitely. So what else we got up, Mark, before we get on up out of here?
man, we're gonna keep on pushing, man. Keep on going, man. Like I'm branding this. It's a little bit more in branding something like this than just, because I gotta look at my whole image. Sometimes I gotta look at every picture I post to make sure that the pictures are saying exactly what I'm saying. So we having to go through now and this kind of reshape some things. So that's what we working on for the next month. And
Okay.
then the month after that we be ready to go. But I'm working on that right now hard, and I'm trying to make sure that I do like a audio book a day with the visuals. So
Hmm.
every day I have a new chapter that I work on because I got like 37 of them to do, but I'm like four in, three in so far. But I'm gonna leave them because I want people to read the audio, get the audio book, get familiar. So when we go on things like this and we talk, they can ask questions, specific questions, like on page number 3 in the book. What happened right here? How did that end up? What happened after that? So it makes the conversations a little bit more interesting. So I
Okay.
think, yeah. And for
Okay.
those who don't like to read, I know a lot of people don't like to read, so that's why I did the audio book for you. And don't get it off of Amazon because it's in a Chinese lady voice. It's gonna sound like you ain't pay your phone bill. So get it.
Uh,
Yeah, you don't want that. You
yeah.
do, you do not want that. I might have to use that one. And you don't want
Want
that.
that. It's a Chinese lady, so don't get it off Amazon.
Don't
Book
get it
club.
off.
Hey, look, she said book club would be awesome.
Yeah, I'm tacking the book clubs right now too. All of the book clubs, because that's when I do something with books, I wanna deal with people who like to read books, and I don't like to cross, you know, and try to do something function with people who don't like to read books that just want to come out to hang out with Mark Curry. Nah, it's all about books. We ain't hanging out. We selling books. We moving books, and we making noise, and we making history right now. We making history.
Making
This is
history.
history. This
Hey,
is
Donna,
history.
his real Facebook profile is Mark Curry.
Yep.
You can look him up on my friends list if you can't find him just by typing it in. But you should see Mark Curry as soon as
Mhm.
you type it in.
And if you can't find me on there, go to my Instagram, Mark Markk one more time, 2 Ks, MarkKCurry. I want y'all to follow me on all of them because
Yeah,
I'm gonna
follow him
follow
on
you back.
Instagram.
I'm gonna follow you back, and I'm gonna talk to you. People be telling me you shouldn't be having enough time to talk to people. You shouldn't be talking to people on Instagram or nothing like that in messages because it make it seem like you ain't do you supposed to be too busy to be real.
That
What?
don't make no sense.
It don't make no. I
Don't
like
like
that.
it.
I'm like, what? So I'm supposed to not talk to people and act like I'm stuck up? You know what I'm
Right,
saying? People think that fame is when you get something like that you gotta go sit down somewhere and don't talk to nobody.
right. That ain't
Yeah,
how it go.
yeah. And when
And we
I respond to people on the DM. They be like, "Wow, I can't believe you responded." I be like, "What are you talking about? Did you message me? I'm gonna respond."
right.
They be like, "I cannot believe you responded." I'm 50. I'm still on face 8. Oh yeah. Ha ha ha. But yeah, Yolanda Carr, what's going on? Man, I appreciate y'all too, man. I'm just letting y'all know beforehand. I really appreciate y'all. I appreciate coming on this platform right now today too with Flo, because we've been trying to plan something for a minute, but I guess planning it makes it prolongs it, but just
Yep.
doing it like this makes it
Hmm.
better. And we could do
Yep.
this more often as long as we
Yep.
don't get on and kill. We could do this. We could do one of these kind of things every day if we
Y-
wanted to.
Yeah, for real. And that's the thing, especially when me and you, we just come from the heart and the soul. So it don't have to be all planned because it's
Mm,
natural to both of us. You know what I'm
right.
saying? It's like,
Yeah.
so like you said, I was thinking the same thing. I said sometimes you get into plan and plan, and some people they can only do it by planning. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a person. I can get on here. It's like a fish in water for me.
Yeah. Yeah. The plans don't never really. They sound good sometimes, but if you got to be dedicated to them, and then when they don't work, sometimes it's a letdown. So you
Yep.
feel like I ain't making no plan. I'm just going along with the flow. That way, if it don't work, I ain't gonna have
Mhm.
my feelings involved.
Like you said, go along with the flow. That's why they call
Yeah.
me flow. That's really
That's
my
what.
best. When I do my best work, is just flow. I just
You know
let it
what?
flow.
I kind of like that one too. Go along with the flow. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you say something, it sounds like a new podcast show.
Yeah, we got to get that name, y'all. Send us some DMs when y'all getting that book. Um, just hear what
It's,
y'all enjoying the live. They enjoying it. Yeah, look for our podcast, but give us some podcast names too, man. We're gonna go through us and pick a good name, and we're
yeah.
gonna put it together. And we're gonna do the same thing. We ain't gonna overthink it. We might come straight like nightcap. We might do some episodes straight virtual like this. You know what I mean?
I say we
Sometimes you
should
can.
start picking the news, what's going on, and just get on a little bit every now and then, just talk. Because I don't like to always talk about the book, even though I love to talk about my book,
Yeah,
but
no, we
it's
can
so
talk
much
about the
more to me.
trending,
Yeah,
like what's
it's so
going
much
on.
more. Yeah, it's so much more about me. That's more. I think it's interesting. It's a lot of things that's interesting about you. So we gotta get in and maybe just talk about the things that's happening and let
Hmm.
them get it. Let them get
Yeah,
it.
for sure. And then when something really happening, we pop on. You know what I'm
Pop
saying? And
on
talk
right
about
there.
it.
It's like the news.
Yep,
The
yep,
news,
yep.
the news reports. I want to do the same thing. And Flo, I'm putting on the suit. I'm putting on
Okay,
the tie.
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that because I don't want to look like Cameron and Mason. Them. Because people gonna be like, "Oh, you trying to get dressed up like them?" That I am, but I'm like, damn, everybody getting dressed up. They done got rid of those Nike Cortez, got them quarter zips. I don't even know where the firm. What Marshall sell them?
Right, 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 right. It's time.
I'm
Yeah,
going to Marshalls.
yeah, yeah. We
If it
might
ain't
just.
Ross, where it don't cost, it won't be on me, boss.
Hey, look, go with the quarter
Man,
zips is a quarter.
a quarter zip, man. I said, God, they done changed everything. All of a
$25.
sudden, yo, all of a sudden, one day they said, wearing those is whack, and you need to put on this. And I said, wow, look at how fast they able to make us trend into stuff. They trying to have us clean our act up, gonna tell us that we look stupid if we don't put on a quarter zip. And we buying it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Donna
We
said it's
buying it.
Donna says real shit speaking. Flo is the man. I'm in England. Nothing is said, only the trial. This is the only person I follow for the truth. Thanks, Flo. Thank you, Donna. Yeah, we
We
gonna bring
like
that
that.
truth, Mark.
We like that.
We like that. We gonna bring that truth to our podcast, man. We gonna get that thing popping. For
Yeah.
sure.
You know they got a couple. They supposed to have a couple more episodes of that docu series because we recorded so much more. They ain't even, man. They had me in there for 8 hours. They got so much more footage that y'all did not even get a little bit of it.
For real?
Just y'all didn't even get a little bit of it. You know,
Yeah, that's how it go. You said I remember you said there was a whole bunch of stuff that you said that should have been in there that you said or did.
something way more better than that. I'm like, man, I could have went. I think everybody in that court should have read my book.
Yeah. I
They should have
I, I
read
feel
that
that
book.
too.
They would have been like, wait a minute, this is the same thing you saying now. You said this did. You keep saying the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they'll get them. Like, what? For real? That's
Right.
how Puffy died. That's how it's the same story. It's just the same soup reheated. I call it the
Right.
reheat. You know what I mean?
You said the original the trial back in the day, the jurors, it was jurors googly eyed and starstruck.
It's in the book. And I wrote that in 2000. So
Wow.
that means it was before this. So I'm
Right.
explaining to you what happened then, which is exactly what's happened now. So you'd be
That's
like, wow,
crazy.
I didn't even remember I wrote that until I was reading it when I was just doing the edits. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, wow, I wrote this. I forgot about that. They was doing the Google eyes with the jurors. You know, when you in court, they say if you just look at a juror and stare them down, they'll have a connect, especially if you somebody like Puff,
Mm-hmm.
they'll damn near fall in love with you. This nigga keep looking.
Mm-hmm.
It's like J Lo keep looking at me. I'm like, I know J Lo ain't looking at me. J Lo look at me like that one more time. She better not be looking at me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just think
yeah.
about if you in court and you a juror and J Lo keeps staring at you, be like, J Lo, you like my shirt?
Right, right, right. You gonna
I
your verdict gonna change.
I be starting to do like this. You know that one, right? When people look at, but what are you
Next thing you
looking at?
know, not guilty.
Yeah,
He
not
said
guilty.
they got her on camera.
Not guilty. This girl was smiling like, you know whose sister that is, right?
Mm-mm, who?
The dude from Get Out.
That's not the sister.
Remember him on Get Out
Yeah,
with the hat on?
yeah, with the hat on.
Yeah,
That was his
that's his
sister,
sister.
his
Yep.
real sister.
If you ask me, it ain't real, but I'm just saying
Oh,
it just look like that to me.
yeah. I'm about to say yeah. She
They
looked
look like
like.
identical twins. If you ask me, I'm like, damn, was that his twin? Get out.
Get
He said,
out.
oh my gosh, she was just cheesing too. I said, Juror, what was her name? Juror number 380. What was her name? I
Yeah,
forget what
Juror
her name.
161, some shit. I know
Yeah,
you talking
man.
about though.
I mean, golly. You know what I'm saying? You know she got, you know somebody done gave her some. When do you think 50 will release the second Netflix? I don't know, cause all right, let me tell y'all this. He's not going to announce it or promote it because if you do that, you're going to give people heads up and have enough time for them to put lawsuits and stuff together. So it's going to drop so fast that a lawyer ain't going to be able to do nothing.
Oh, so he gonna just come out with it.
He's going to drop it. It's probably be in 2 days. It's a 2 day promotion. When they did the docu series, I recorded that a year ago, and I didn't know it was going to be released until 2 days. I didn't know it was going to get released until December. And then look, cold thing is, Damon Dash he was like, "What's up with the 50 Cent Netflix? Have you seen it? It's cap. It's cap." Man, when he said that, man, I was so hurt. I was like, man, you mean to tell me? I thought that I was like, damn, somebody done bought me and put me on hush. I couldn't talk the whole trial and I couldn't say nothing the whole trial because I was under contract, right?
Hmm.
So I'm like, damn, I can't say nothing. So then Dame said, yo, 50 Cent docu-series all cap. Man, my heart went to my shoes. Then I didn't know it was going to happen. I just thought that they was playing. And then they called and said, yo, it's going to be released in 2 days. I said, what? They said 2 days. And I was like, all right. And they did it.
Yeah, because I remember you even told me. Remember, because you told me about that it was coming before, like that they was work before all that came. So that's how I knew you was in the loop.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I'm the one. The whole docu series. All right, let me tell you this.
All
Put
right,
it all together.
all
In
right,
my first book, I talk about Kurt Burrows.
okay,
It's 25%. I talk about I talk about Craig Mack. I talk about Eric Sermon.
okay.
That's in my book. The whole docu series had those individuals in there. So basically, my book was the blueprint for the docu series.
Right.
It was the blueprint for the docu series.
And guess what? I believe that too because what nobody really talking about Eric Sermon. Like
Not
that,
at all.
that came from somewhere.
Yeah, not at all. It came from him knowing Misa, and
Hmm.
then I also knew Eric because that he's the first person I was doing music with. And Puff never, when I signed the Bad Boy, Puff would never let me get a track from Eric. I used to be like, "What do you got against Eric that you don't like? What do you dudes got going on?" So it was two things. One was Craig Mack. Craig Mack, his first name was MCH, something like that. I can't think it. Make sure when we hang up, everybody figure out. So next time we talk, we want everybody to tell us what was Craig Mack's original rap name before it was Craig Mack. But then he used to be on the road with EPMD. And
Okay.
then he was going, Eric was going to have him as an artist, but then Puff signed him. Puff signed Craig Mack. So then now you got Craig Mack, Eric Sermon, and then you got Misa. That's enough for Puff to not like Puff. I mean, Eric.
So he didn't like Eric just because Eric had Craig Mack first.
No, he didn't like him and Eric didn't get along for several reasons, I believe. One would be, I would say first was Craig Mack. Second, Misa.
I understood the Misa. What was the beef for Craig Mack though? What was they? Why wouldn't he like him?
Because Craig Mack, before he was Craig Mack, the rapper he was opening up for EPMD on their shows. Because they all from Long Island. Craig Mack's from Long Island, EPMD's from Long Island, right?
Hmm.
So they Long Island. So he was already working. What you drinking? Pepto Bismol on ice? So he was already okay.
Sparkling.
That's that expensive water. Yeah, that's that expensive water. MC Easy. There you go, Cole Page.
Easy, okay.
MC Easy. There it is. MC Easy. But you know, Craig Mack, did y'all hear his wife when she was like, she didn't think that, she thought that somebody gave Craig Mack the HIV?
hmm
Mm-hmm. What about the jury? Why we ain't hear nothing about, yo, you want to know something else?
What?
During the whole trial, though, they say Puff didn't, he didn't participate in none of that stuff, right?
What you mean?
He didn't participate really in none of those sexual parties and stuff. They say
Right,
he used to
right,
just
right,
sit
right,
back. He used to
right.
sit back and put the this whack and then put the stuff on, you know. Give me
Mhm.
that. Rubbing it in like this, right?
Right.
So if he never joined in, and then one of those sex workers is saying somebody gave him the STD, right?
hmm
Somebody had an STD.
Right.
You notice when Cuz went to court, when old boy went to court, and they asked him for they asked him his his medical records.
hmm
They never came up with them.
Never.
They never came up with those medical records. I like the part where Curry was talking about Diddy couldn't sing, and you came back to drop the verse. Yeah, that was hit my. I did that joint. He couldn't physically, because he couldn't physically. Yo, and then another embarrassing thing was the girl that said when she looked at his joint and he was a Tootsie. She said he had a Tootsie Roll. And then she said, oh, Tootsie Roll. She called this thing Tootsie Roll. I would have been so hurt. I wouldn't want nobody to be with my girl if my girl called me Tootsie Roll, because I have a feeling like every other guy that sleep with her is going, she gonna like them more than me because I'm Tootsie Roll.
hmm
I could see that complex, like what he would have that complex over, especially if he had a small winky. Um, but that's just something that he could have went and got counseling for, or he could have just spoke to us about it. Like, damn, just tell the
Yeah.
people what's going on.
And you know what? That's another weird thing, bruh. When you think about it, out of all that footage, all that stuff they came across, all the
Mhm.
stuff they
Damn,
used in
Tracy.
the trial was he never engaged in nothing. That don't even make no sense. They act like he never had sex or did anything. So that lets you know that they was cherry picking what they could use or couldn't use or something.
What I thought I was like the reason why he didn't join in is because if somebody catch something and he's if when you have some, I'm not saying it's him, but when you a carrier, if they find out you going out having sex with random people and you're a carrier, you get in trouble.
Yeah, heck yeah. No, I see them cases all the time. Them
You gonna get
serious
in
cases.
trouble. They gonna tell you to put it up, zip it up. We catch you out. If we catch you using that thing, you're in trouble. Be
Mhm.
scared. Be like, damn, I just gotta pee. Can't even pee. Is it all right if I pee? You know what I'm saying? No, I do not like it. Don't worry about it, y'all. I'm gonna get my tooth fixed too for the show.
Hey, so I wonder, can we wake and bake on the show?
I don't smoke.
Okay, I thought you. So, what you was okay.
Nah, you know what? I smoke weed, but I don't like smoking on camera.
Yeah, I
I
never
don't
had.
like being high on camera. Like when we doing stuff, like I don't like it
No,
because it
you
just
never
make
seen
me
me.
look stupid.
Yeah, you never seen me on
No, I
camera.
ain't never seen you on camera smoking no weed.
I was just wondering. I was wondering, like, what's the rules on that? Because don't they be doing that drink? Like, what's the rules on that?
I
I'm just.
think they do it, but I think we kind of I kind of think Flo, with our position and where we at in life, we should be trying to help people do better. Like I was watching the docu series and I seen Puff and his son was in the room when he was talking to Puff and he had weed. I'm like, damn, I could never smoke weed around my parents or nothing like that. And I just felt like, you know what? When I saw that, I said, we got to change that. We got to teach our children to go do that outside. Don't. It's disrespectful for you to get high in front of me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
As
I don't
much
want
as I
nobody
smoke
getting high.
online, ain't nobody ever. I ain't never smoked online or
Yeah,
nothing like that.
I don't
Or
like that.
not
I wouldn't
social
encourage
media.
nobody else to do it. I don't even want to talk to somebody who can't smoke later on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not grown enough for this.
Right. Right. Not even on my social media. Like you know how sometimes people be on their story and all that. I ain't never did.
I did it when I did it until I realized that it wasn't it. Like
Okay.
people are looking at me, people are watching me, and I don't want to influence, especially the youth, to feel like this is cool because like everybody think that it's cool to smoke in their car, smoke, weed, and they, like when I smoke weed at home, I got to go outside. I don't care how cold it is. And then my mother, if she smell it, she start complaining
Like immediately.
immediately. Start. She told me the other day that because my car is parked next to hers in the driveway, that when she get in her car, she smell marijuana. I said, "Wow, you got a doggy nose. Like we can use her on drug bus.
Uh-huh.
Go in there and sniff it out, ma." She going, "It's drugs in here.
Uh-huh. Right down here, this corner right here.
It's somewhere up in here. She'll find it. Did it go right there? Right there?" You be like, "Right where? Right there." Yep. So yeah, that's one thing that I ain't mean to get off on that long, but yeah, as far as imaging and having how I want to do, like I'm always uplifting and educating and teaching someone. Like I don't like to teach kids how to get in trouble. Like you ever got pulled over by the police and they smell weed in the car?
Mm-hmm.
Your ass going right to jail.
Yeah, that happened to me back in the day.
Yeah, or they have the right to do anything they want. Just get out the car. We're gonna run your name, search it. If everything cool, we just gonna let you go. 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna be cool.
Mm-mm. I remember back in the day, I got pulled over in a town called Wickenburg. I knew I was hit.
That's it, man.
It was
You,
Wickenburg. He on a vehicle. I was like,
yeah,
ah, shit.
yeah. You be like, man, y'all pretty smart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all, you know what I'm saying? That's when you got to get smart and you be like, now I got one question to ask you. They're gonna be like, what's that? How did you find that? That's
Mm-hmm.
the major question right there. They're gonna be like, how did we find it? Yeah, we searched. Did you not know it was in here before you searched? They'd be like, no, we had no clue. So you just searched until you found something? No,
Mm-hmm.
no, no, no probable cause. You didn't have no reason to be searching my car, right? No, all right. But they smell that weed?
Yeah, and it was just being young and dumb. I had just dropped my boy off at the airport. My boy in Cali, from Cali. He from Oakland, but he think he was flying to Cali. He had left a little Tootsie Roll piece, and
Oh, you
I,
talking about like a Puff Daddy?
yeah, like a Puff Daddy about that,
Yeah, we gonna
like
call it
that,
Tootsie Roll. They changed it to Puff Daddy now.
the Puff Daddy. So he left about a Puff Daddy limb. And it wasn't even much, you know. Puff
Little Puff
Daddy is
Daddy lives.
small, so I don't know why I kept it in the ashtray. Like I ain't even small. It was so small. You know how they said itty bitty ditty. So
Yeah.
I'm driving, and so when they pulled me over, I said, "I'm done. Why the fuck did I leave that? Not only you smelling it, but I done left a little puffy in there and took my ass to jail. I was just young and dumb, just young.
Man,
And dumb.
I would have had me some water on the seat. I would have been like,
Yeah, I know. I should. Yeah, I
eating
sure
that,
should have.
eating that, man. That's going. They find me. I'm like, yeah. I remember one time we was Black Rob. We was in the room. Police came in there, and they was like, "What's this?" It was on the table. Black Rob, man. Marmaduke said, "What?" They said, "This right there, weed." He said, "What weed?" They said, "That weed right there, man." He grabbed that shit, put it all in his mouth.
For real?
Yeah, put it all like.
What they say?
Huh?
What they say when he did that? He was good.
Oh, he was moving fast. No, they tried to make him spit it back out.
Uh,
You know how they do. You be like, man, come on, man. It ain't gonna go down like that. But yeah, that's shout out Black Rob, man. Look, I gotta get ready to get out of here and go pick up my son.
okay.
But again, everybody DM me. Tell them one more time about the DM me. I'm gonna get you the DMs. I'm gonna come back right now. As soon as I hang up, I'm gonna go through my Instagram DM and I'm gonna go through my Facebook messages and I'm gonna respond to everybody.
Everybody who want to get the book, send Mark Curry a direct message. He gonna respond to everybody. He gonna respond to everybody, get you either an autographed copy or the regular copy or audio version, whatever you want. Send him a DM. And if you're watching this on replay, because I'm gonna leave this on my page and just so other people can watch it even that's not live. So if you catching a replay, DM Mark Curry, he gonna send you out the book today. You see Diddy big head ass on there looking evil as hell.
Yeah.
It's time to see what's up.
It's crazy that he got a big head like that, but they called him Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie Roll, right, right. Everything went to his head.
Mm,
So
mm,
go
mm.
ahead, Matt. Pick your son up. Everybody appreciate you, Mark Curry, for popping on.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We gonna be
All right,
popping.
I'm ready to go to the DMs, y'all. Thank y'all, man. We're gonna be back again.
Okay,
We'll be
okay.
back again.
It's
All
on.
right. Peace out, Flo. I'll hit you in a minute.
All right, I like it.
All right, I got to. Really, and I like it.
Yes.
How you hang this up? Is it gonna be hard as hanging this up as it was to get up in here?